This is just a small breaking in guide for newbies or new players in Warframe. Warframe can be a pretty complex game at times, and I'm here to just ease you into the game. Cool? Now, we are gonna have a fun time here, so let's just get right into it. Now, the first thing you'll notice is whether Warframe can actually run on your laptop or not. And the reason I can even run this is that I've set everything, all my settings, to the low configuration. Now, most people, if you have a decent computer, you won't really need to do this. And even on low settings, Warframe still looks beautiful. Just look at that. I don't know, it really has something to do with either the aesthetic or the art style. I'm not really sure. But okay, here's what you need to do if you want to if you want to make sure it can run on your laptop or PC. So you just, in the options, you just go over here, go to display, literally put everything, go to full screen, don't put full screen windows, don't put full screen windowed, put video resolution as either your native computer monitor, or tone it down if you'd like. The aspect ratio, I'm not sure, vertical sync, switch that off, max frame rate, lower it to your requirements. Colorblind compensation, none. Brightness is to your liking because that affects this. See? So if you want it to be optimal, that's according to you. Contrast is this, makes everything white, makes everything black. I personally have it right about here, which is the sweet spot. Okay, effects and enable screen shake, that is a bit important for gameplay and stuff. Effects intensity completely low. Runtime, all of this, the game literally just tells you disable to improve performance. Do all of that. All of this, just disable it. Low, 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 off, disabled. Everything, just disable it, and you just confirm that, and it's done. And then after that, you still get this. Looks pretty cool, right? Okay. Now, the place we're in right now is our Warframe ship. We call it an orbiter. It is called an orbiter. Now, when you start out, your orbiter will only be black and white, and that won't look very nice. So, if you'd like to customize it, here's what you need to do. Go to Equipment, go to Orbiter, and Orbiter Appearance. So now, looking at a wall, you can change it. For example, that over there, that little red part over there, I can change that from these different colors. In order to get other colors, you'll have to buy these different color schemes. I mean, how else are the people at Digital Extremes gonna make their money? So right now I have it at red. You can just put whatever you like over here. Then all the other colors and all the other shades of whatever. Anyways, the amount, I'm not sure what this does. Okay, leaving that aside, you can even select the scene of that. 1 second. Right now I have the default scene. However, I can choose between these two scenes. Is that right? Cool. Okay, another thing that you'll want to do is after you've finished meddling around with your settings, after you finish meddling around with your settings, you can go to Orbiter and yeah, the wear and tear amount. Now look at this. I can increase it up to 100, the wear and tear amount, and just look at how disgusting it will look. Okay? Oh my god, who killed some white innocent person, white-blooded fool in here. Yuck. So in order to decrease that, all you need to do is to go to Equipment, Orbiter Appearance, set all of this to 0. Thank God, looks much better now. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to introduce you to all of this a little bit later. Let me just explain what Warframe is all about. Cool. So Warframe is an MMORPG third-person shooter with lots of parkour and specific class abilities, unique class abilities. In the beginning, in the prologue, you have the choice of 3 Warframes: Excalibur, Mag, and Bolt. Bolt is my currently equipped Warframe, and if you choose Bolt in the beginning, well then hats off to you. That's an awesome choice. However, they will recommend Excalibur to newer players. Excalibur is basically the damage Warframe. Mag is more support. Okay. Now, I think Bolt has the best of both worlds here because he has so many different moves. His passive, his grounded movement, generates an electrical charge building up 5 damage per meter that is unleashed with the next attack. What this basically means is, if you have a charged up weapon like a bow, you just run around for a while, then you find a really tough enemy, charge up your bow, and he's dead in a single shot. Because the more you move around, the more damage you build up. That's his passive. That's super useful in the early game, as well as the end game sometimes. Shock launches a shocking projectile, stuns and deals high damage to a single target and chains damage to nearby enemies. That's very useful if you're dealing with like pockets of enemies that are too cumbersome to take down. Speed is very good because using speed and a few other speed mods or sprint mods, you can increase the speed at which he runs, and that's very useful. Electric shield, he deploys an electric barrier that also increases critical range or critical damage through the shield by firing through the shield. So whatever enemy projectiles come through it will be completely deflected, but his shots behind the shield will increase the critical damage and will add an electricity status to it. Awesome. Discharge is not my favorite, but basically radial shock and affects more enemies. Okay, so now the codex is basically like a self-writing encyclopedia for Warframe. Everything you'll need, all the information that you're gonna get through all the quests you do, all the Warframes you unlock, and all the people you meet and the enemies you fight will be written in the codex, along with some other things such as weapons, relics and arcanes, companions, mods, things like that. Cool? This is the market. The market is a pretty essential part for any starter, because here's where you're gonna get your first basic weapon. So it's highly recommended that you get the Boltor once you reach Mastery Rank 2. Now, one thing about Warframe is the leveling system. Okay, look. So Volt, which is the Warframe I have currently equipped, his rank is at 30. You rank up by just playing with the Warframe, killing enemies, breaking boxes, things like that. My Boltor, which is my assault rifle, is at rank 19. My Fury, my automatic pistol, is at level 9, and my Skana or my sword is at level 25. Level 30 is the max rank for anything in Warframe, now be it a weapon or a Warframe, or even a drone, such as my Taxon, which is at rank 6. Now, the Mastery rank, I'm not really sure how it levels up, on what basis it levels itself up on, but you'll just play through the game and earn your Mastery rank. During each Mastery rank, or after you complete one Mastery rank, from 0 to 1, you'll have a test. You'll have to just kill a number of people with your main weapon. Then after that, when you go from the first rank to the second rank, there'll be one test where you'll have to kill enemies with your secondary. Cool. So now you can only unlock and play with certain weapons and Warframes after a certain Mastery rank. Now let me and speaking of the mastery rank, let me introduce you to how you'll be playing in Warframe. Okay, cool. So this is Earth, your starting location. You can see all these little white dots all over Earth. These are mission nodes. Now each different missions have different mission types, such as Spy on Cambria, Defense on Lit, and Exterminate on E Prime. Now different game modes will have different types of playstyles. For example, Defense is defending a payload from increasingly bigger and increasingly tougher waves of enemies. Exterminate is just kill everything you can lay your eyes on. And Cambria is hacking terminals, bypassing security, and still kill everything you can. Okay, there are loads of other game modes as well, and it's very self-explanatory. The plains of Eidolon are the first open world you will encounter in Warframe. First you unlock Cetus, which is basically a hub world for lots of other players. The Orbiter is your own dojo or garage or stash. I don't know. Anyways, you do everything here. You complete all the mission nodes, you do each mission one by one, and then you'll find yourself at the Venus Junction. So in order to complete a junction, you have to complete all of these quests. First you have to complete the quest Boar's Prize, collect 20 mods, and apply 4 mods to a single Warframe or weapon. You can upgrade, and you'll also have to upgrade 1 mod to rank 2 or higher through the fusion process, more on that later. Once you complete a junction, you get the following set of rewards, such as the Fury Blueprint, the North Wind mod, Stormbringer mod, the Taxon Blueprint, which is your friendly little drone, Clashing Forest, a Stance mod for your weapons, Salvage, and that's it. So when you reach a Venus junction, when you reach any junction, you'll have to fight a robot version of an AI-controlled Warframe. So the first Warframe you'll fight is Rhino at the Venus Junction, and you'll also have to deal with his own special abilities and powers and strengths. After you complete the Venus Junction and don't die, you now have access to Venus. And move along to Venus. Complete all the mission nodes as the same thing as Earth. Do all of this. The boss you'll fight on Venus. The boss you fought on Earth was Bor, right? Captain Bor, the evil ass you fought in the prologue. Well, the boss for Venus, each planet has a boss. The boss for Venus is this guy called the Jackal. This guy. Okay. Do you remember that Warframe you fought at the Venus Junction on Earth? Yeah. So by doing the Fossa mission and killing the Jackal over and over again, you will have a chance at building the Rhino Warframe. Now you might be thinking how to attain another Warframe aside from the first Warframe you get in the beginning of the game. You have to. You might be thinking that you could just buy them using credits, and here's the thing. There are 2 types of credits in Warframe. One is the credits over here. I have comparatively very low credits. I need to stock up more. And in the beginning of the game, you will have access to 50 platinum. They will gift it to you. Now, you can buy the Warframes and weapons straight up from the market using platinum. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, can you see Rhino over there? Now you would think that, yeah, see, you can buy Rhino straight up just for 375 platinum. However, you only have 50 platinum, which is not a lot, which is very low. Now I'll tell you about how to gain or earn more platinum a bit later. But here's what you do if you want to buy a Warframe, or if you want to get a Warframe. Okay, look. So you can see two options here, purchase and blueprint. Now purchasing will take 375 platinum, which you do not have. Instead, you can get the blueprint, which is for 35,000 credits, which will obviously be in your range if you come up till these. Now, but in order to actually build Rhino, you have to have the Rhino chassis, you have to have the Rhino systems, you have to have the Rhino neuroptics, and you have to have gallium. Unfortunately, you'll only be able to earn gallium on Saturn, which is a bit far away from where you are right now on Venus. So when you consequently farm or keep playing the same mission over and over again, in the case of Fossa, by killing the Jakal over and over again, you get the Rhino blueprint, or you get the Rhino component. See? I have his blueprint, I have Rhino's blueprint, I have built his chassis, and I have built his systems, his Rhino systems. Now I have his Rhino systems and I have the Rhino chassis. However, I haven't been able to receive the Rhino neuroptics from the Jakal boss. So I'll have to keep doing his mission over and over again until I finally earn the Rhino neuroptics. Okay? Then I can build the Rhino neuroptics. As you see, I've had to build the Rhino chassis, and then I've been able to claim it. So I build the Rhino neuroptics, and then once I have gallium, then I can pay 25,000 credits and then be able to get Rhino. Cool, right? Awesome. Now there are other Warframes that you can make. However, Rhino is basically the beginner Warframe for you after the first Warframe you choose. So mess up. Another thing, now you may be wondering how I was able to get such other Warframes, for example, like Atlas Prime, Equinox, people like these. So I'll get into that because those require lit fissures. That's a bit weird because that's something you discover only after Earth. Now let me show you your arsenal. So my bolt is at max rank, which is 30, and my following loadout is the Boltor, the Fury, which is the blueprint you get after completing the Venus Junction, and the Skana, which is your starting blade. One thing that's integral to Warframe is the mods. Now mods are basically basically upgrades to your weapon in certain ways. For example, fast hands here, the fast hands mods increases the reload speed by 10% for my rifle. Then Serration deals 20% more damage. Point Strike gives me a 25% critical chance. Speed Trigger increases the fire rate. You get the idea. Same thing with these. Okay? One thing you'll notice is the number on the top right of each card or each mod, and that's their drain. That's each card's drain. For example, Serration takes up 3 and 3, whatever that is, right? Now that actually refers to the capacity of your weapon, oh my god, I'm having a seizure. And the capacity of a weapon is directly equivalent to the rank of your weapon. Rank 19 mod capacity. Now if I take out points, you'll see how it affects this. if I need to add something, if this is 4 and this is and I have 5 more energy left for my weapon, I can add this without any repercussions whatsoever, and I will still have 1 energy left for another one. Unfortunately, I don't have one mod that takes only 1 energy. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you about was this thing. Can you see this special mod slot that has that symbol next to it? Yeah, as long as you find a card or a mod that matches that symbol, it'll turn green, and that'll give you extra mod space. For example, if Point Strike had the same symbol as that, then if I put this here, I would get 2 mod capacity, 2 more mod space for another one of these. Then I would be able to add the ammo jump over here, and then it will be filled completely. Now you'll earn the Boltor blueprint by either completing the Venus junction or just buying it from the market. However, you need a mastery rank of 2 to be able to use it. You can build weapons as well as warframes in the foundry, as I showed you before. See? I recently just built the Bronco. Let me just search for that. Sorry, what? Okay. It isn't appearing here for some reason. Anyways. Okay. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so I built the Bronco in the foundry using different resources, and you'll find those resources throughout Warframe. You can trade with other players for those resources, and even other weapons, mods, and Warframes. Let me bring that up. You can press T. See? Over here. People are already trading. Now, for example, I have the Harrow chassis. Now, if someone has all the components of the Harrow Warframe, then I can sell them the Harrow chassis blueprint at least, and I'll be able to earn either platinum or credits that way. So that's way more useful. Now, you just my most basic advice would be to just complete every single mission node you can, and then after you've gone to Venus, then you'll notice this little bar over here. This measures your active quests. I still have to do this, and this. Right now I'm doing the Archwing quest. And these are void fissures. Now void fissures are particularly interesting because they give you the impression of getting ahead while you're still stuck on the beginner planets Earth, Venus, and Mercury. Now, these are just normal missions. For example, Ishtar on Venus is just another mission over here. Okay, it's just another mission here, but the void fissures make them a bit harder. Level 11 and level 14 and level 11 to 13 and level 14 to 16 signify the difficulty of the enemies or the toughness of the enemies you'll be facing there. basically you select any void fissure, any fissure that you have access to. And then you equip one of these lit relics. Now, the lit relics contain a variety of items. For example, the Burston Prime Barrel, the Mesa Prime Chassis Blueprint, Death Cube Prime Systems, things like that. So now, these are things that you're not going to find in the market because they're locked out of your mastery rank. But the lit fissures, the void relics, they give you an opportunity to earn them. Now, whatever you earn here is going to be very useful to some person who has literally everything on the list. They have the Burst on Prime Barrel, and they have the Burst on Prime Stock, and they have the Burst on Prime Receiver. They also have the Orkin Cells. They just need the blueprint for it. So therefore, you can sell that to them for either platinum or credits, whichever one you're in need of. So now these lit relics can be found just by playing the game, and all of them have different items. For example, I have the Mesa Prime Blueprint, but then I would also want to get the Mesa Prime Neuroptics Blueprint. However, I wouldn't even be able to build the Mesa Prime Neuroptics Blueprint. I wouldn't be able to build the Mesa Prime Neuroptics because I don't have an Argon Crystal or a Neural Sensor. Cool? Now, that is void fissures in a nutshell, and I'll show you some more about that. I still have to talk about mods, because mods aren't just a throwaway gimmick for the game. Your weapons are actually very dependent on mods and can affect your playstyle as well. So now, you can actually refine these relics and make them give you even better things. For example, you'd need 200 void traces to refine that to exceptional quality. I don't have that much because I'm not that advanced, but once you've reached a certain stage, you'll get there. And here is the modding station. Now there are 4 different activities you can do here. One is fusion, one is transmute. You can sell your mods for credits, and you can dissolve mods into endo. Another thing that I have to say here is that endo is the modding currency, basically. You can earn small amounts of endo, rarely through your runs, through your mission nodes, but most of it will be through dissolving your mods. For example, if I have a useless mod that I have no use of, if I don't want to use it anymore, for example, like Vitality. Vitality in itself is not a useless mod. However, I have 8 of them, so I can obviously let go of one. So I'm going to choose one. I'm going to select one, and then I can do oh my god, I'm having a seizure. And I can fuse the mod with endo over there, and get some more, make it way more efficient. For example, right now the mod gives my Warframe 40% more health. However, enhancing the mod would make it give me about 60% more health. Unfortunately, the more you fuse a mod, the more you enhance a mod, the more it will drain out of the mod capacity of your Warframe, like we talked before. For example, if I choose to upgrade this guy to max rank, then he's going to take up 12 mod capacity on my Warframe, and it's going to cost you a lot, because oh my god, that's more than I even have right now. 10,230 endo, and I have 1,085. 494, 1009, oh my, there's no wonder I failed math. Okay, 494,109 credits. I don't have that much at all, so I can cancel the fusion or upgrade it to about rank 1 or 2. That's manageable, 10 endo and 483 credits. But then the drain will increase from 2 to 3. 2 is the power drain it has on unranked, and 3 is the power drain it has on rank 1. So that's sad, that's sad. Another thing you can do is combine 4 unranked mods. Now, ranked mods are basically upgraded mods. For example, the mods that I have on my Warframe right now, such as I've upgraded fast deflection to 90% shield recharge, which is, and you can see that it's completely maxed out. Now, that's not unranked, that's max rank, right? So now you'd have to take something like reflection. See, I haven't upgraded it at all, but that's kind of useful. I want to use that later sometime. Instead, I'm going to take 4 vitality. Okay, I'm going to take that, and now suddenly I can combine those 4 unranked vitalities for a chance at a rare mod. Unfortunately, this is also going to cost you credits, 12,000 to be exact. Select that, you're sacrificing 4 vitality, and you get lightning rod. Wow. And my Warframe is wolf, ladies and gentlemen. I get lightning rod. Okay, that's the RNG of Warframe. And now you can also dissolve mods into endo. For example, I have again a lot of many blunderbuss, so I can just take one of them and dissolve them into 5 endo, which is 34. But then that's what you'll have to expect for such a cheap mod anyways. You can build things in the foundry, you can mod and enhance mods in the modding station, you can equip and upgrade weapons in the arsenal. Cool? Now, I'm by no means an expert. I have only recently unlocked Mars, which is the 4th planet, and not that ahead and not that advanced. However, these are just a few of the things that I'd like you to do if you want to have fun. Of course, Warframe is a very modular game. This means that you can do whatever you want to do, and this is evidenced by the fact that whatever you choose in during the epilogue, for example, if you chose the bow, the MK1 Paris, that's fine, because you can literally buy the Bratton for 25,000 credits, and that's you can buy that on your 5th mission. You can buy that after completing your 5th mission. So I didn't buy the Bratton, I stuck with the MK1 Paris. As a result, it's 19 rank, and then I switched over to the Bolter. Same thing with the if you chose the MK1 Kunai, that's fine, because you can just buy the Leto. You see, I actually switched to the Leto because I already had a stealthy alternative in the MK1 Paris. Cool. Anyways, that's about it. I'm sorry for subjecting you to my horrible voice for almost half an hour now, and goodbye.